Hello, welcome back to another Final Frontier video. Today we're going to be driving the 2014 Dodge Charger in the ghosted livery. Obviously, if it's a ghosted livery, it's obviously slicked up. We don't run dash lights with visor lights because to me it just looks too many lights. We are running the ram bar with no wraparound though, so we're still able to do pits. Even if we didn't have the ram bar, we'd still be able to do pits, but that's only if needed. Yeah, just basically the 14 Charger ghosted. The outfit we'll be using today is going to be the white polo with the vest, the hat, and the black cargo pants is what you'd call them, and the hip or the what would you call it? Thigh holster, not the drop leg, not the like hip holster, the thigh holster. So yeah, other than that, we'll get straight on out.
I'm on 19, if you want to route up here.
It's going to be up at Bird Box, right?
I'll be outside room 370. The patient I'm here to see is supposedly one of their aggressive bouts, and the doctors are worried about either the patient harming us or themselves. So.
Sounds probably on scene in less than 30 seconds. Alright.
I'm not coming big in.
So, we're going to be out at Bird with I would say a backup request. So, we'll just go see what's happening.
How you doing?
I'm doing very good. How are you doing? I believe it's at room 370, but hello.
Yeah. Basically, the doctors said that she was having an aggressive episode today, so they've decided to leave her alone.
Uh-huh.
But, you know.
And who's this one for?
This is Lexi.
Oh.
Jade was chill. She's just waiting to be discharged.
You walk really slow.
Thanks. I walk like a man who gets shot almost daily, but thanks for your concern.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't get shot daily.
You should be a dick.
Wow.
We're coming in. He's not here. I mean, he is here, but he's not here. Doctors are telling us you're having a bit of a rough day. You want to tell us what's going on? Okay.
Alright.
Do you want to be left alone? I mean, it's one or the other.
So, I mean, honestly, I don't know what's going on. But at this point, it looks like she ain't talking. So, I have no idea what he wants to do.
Right. We'll do you a favour. We'll let you be for a little while and we'll come back. Mainly because we have to do an interview with somebody. But after that, we'll be able to come and sit with you for a little while. Okay, I'll come and sit with you for a little while. He has a job to do.
Well, yeah, you heard it there.
Okay, again, the phone somewhere has the number in it if you need to call it. Just call it, text it, phone it, whatever. That was the same thing, like 4 times. But you know my point. If you need us, just say, and we'll come round. Okay?
So, I have no idea.
Oh,
what
you know that bitch we arrested
talking.
yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So according to Interpol, she's been dead for 5 years.
Huh? How's that
According to
possible?
Interpol, she's been dead for 5 years. She
How-
also reckons she's been in the country about 5 years. Interpol reckons she died at about 13, and she's now about 18.
Oh. That's
But she's Greek.
Oh.
It's not. She's Greek and suspected ties to the Blackjacks.
Oh.
Her name is Gia. Her surname is Spanish, so we're assuming mother is Greek, father is Spanish.
Hmm.
We're assuming some form of trauma has been used because she can't take the mask off due to risk of severe infection, and she cannot talk, I'm assuming, because her vocal cords no longer exist.
That's an interesting one.
But she's currently an MRPD holding because I didn't want to jail her because I thought that was just a risk.
Yeah.
If you want to come over, you're more than welcome.
Alright, probably will do. So, I guess we're gonna head to Mission Road and do, I guess, an sitting in an interview.
Front, away.
That's gonna be happening. What? Damn. I really got to move 112. That's quick. But, yeah, so we'll make our way to, oh Jesus. We'll make our way towards Mission Row. And then we will see what needs to be done. So if you're in holding, they'll probably be all the way down the bottom. So go ahead. Make our way to the bottom and make our way to the bottom parking garage and park there instead of up here. But yeah, you have the same idea. I don't know why I decided to park here, but I mean it is what it is. I was gonna park in this one, but I missed it, so we'll head inside and see what he gotta say.
Was Gia inserts her name here? There she is. How's it going? Unlock the door and then she comes through. Well, I tried.
No? I honestly don't know what to say right now. We'll just be in the observation window.
So, quite simply, the conversation we're going to have is what do you know and how do you know? I don't know if you'd find it easier to write it down on a piece of paper and then have a piece of paper. Or however you would like to do it. Okay, write it down on a piece of paper. It's on there. It's on the table if you need a big sheet. The things we'd like to know is Where have you been? Who have you been with? Obviously, how long you think you've been in the country? Write that down for us. Any other basic pieces of information you know about yourself? Age, height, weight, those kinds of things. We'll get into some more detailed questions. I didn't ask for your name, though. I was very specific not to say your name. I was smart. So just as much as you can remember about where you've been staying, who you've been staying with, where it was like, you know, what it was like, things like that. How recently would you say you've been? Yeah. And did you run off? Did you? What happened? Okay, what kind of things did you do? Okay. Again, on this piece of paper, aka my emails, can you write down the locations that you moved things to and the types of things you moved? To the best of your ability, obviously.
Alright, so right now, obviously, as you're hearing, we're just currently listening to an interview with a suspect or a subject
And then if you can follow up with that weirdest question,
that
what
we've
kind
been
of suits
dealing
were they?
with. So obviously, and it's relating
I'm
to
talking more detail
the
the
case
better.
that we're working as well, so obviously we're just trying to get as much detail as possible and that we need, so.
So, okay. Did you hear anybody refer to themselves as anything, any organizations, any names? I mean, you know, a name can paint 1,000 words. But I don't think we need anything further from you. Obviously, you don't know much. I'll be back in a minute or so. Just go make a phone call.
Alright.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly she's a low-level member in Blackjacks, whether willing or unwilling, right?
Yeah.
But now what do we do with her? We can't turf her back out on the streets because they'll kill her.
I mean, I would have said protective custody, but.
But that's not even guaranteed, is it? The feds are stretched thin already because of this fucking terroristic penguin fuck.
I don't know, it's kind of a tricky one.
I'll see if the Greeks want him back. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is getting back out the country.
Yeah.
We let them out. I mean, they haven't really told us anything, and I mean, at most, they have only been in holding for a couple of days. You know, they've been floating around whilst we've been trying to identify them.
141 state, signal 11, mile marker Lima.
I mean, that's been the biggest problem. We haven't been able to identify them.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we know who they are because Interpol told us. But DOC don't know that for the exact reason. At the moment she was identified, it became a risk for her. So I'm happy to say we just heard because of the fact that she hasn't been able to give us any grave information. And the fact that, according to every system ever, and even people, I think we have no choice but to turf her back out, right?
What did Interpol say?
Whilst the DNA says it's her, they have no ID to prove it's her, and because she was confirmed dead, they don't really want her back.
Hmm. I mean...
So, I suppose the only way... Oh. Well. We can call it immigration.
Well, since she's technically been declared and she's got no ID, would they even do anything?
She's not technically a US citizen.
But she
Because
also
she doesn't have a name.
Yeah, but she
But
also...
it's ICE's specialty.
Hmm.
Even then, they can throw her into a deep dive system as a Jane Doe. We'll be able to track her because we can give her a number. She can be designated as something. So we'll know where she is. She'll just be in the ICE system somewhere, bouncing around border states, probably.
Yeah.
That way we can pull her out when we need her. Okay. Let's do that.
Well, you heard it here, what we're gonna do.
Right. You're right.
I'm actually disassembling the pen.
So we have two options for you.
What is she doing? This is confusing.
Either we can let you back out onto the streets, but this has a very big risk as you've been in police custody for a few days now. The Blackjacks don't really like us. Blue doesn't really like us. And if they even remotely think that you've told us anything, even remotely competent or capable that could impede them in any way, shape, or form, they'll more than likely kill you. I know, but they will assume you've written something down. Or we can file reports in the system saying that you were a Jane Doe who were never able to identify, turf you over to ICE, and hope that the Blackjacks break you out of the ICE detention. And then you can go back to working your normal job, and as far as anybody's concerned, we never really interfered. Lieutenant Colonel,
Yes.
you remember a few weeks ago we were talking with Jade,
Vaguely.
and there was the Navy lieutenant that got missing.
Vaguely.
Can you print her picture off? It should be in the case file. And then can you get me a few other family photos from the same family line? And then bring them in. Like I said, there should be some hard copies in the files, but if not, you have to print some of them.
Yeah.
I've just had a sudden brain thought.
I have to say it.
Sorry, what did Interpol say your name was again?
wanted them.
What did Interpol say your name was? Because somebody forgot to take a screenshot of it. Thank you. See, it's that. Gia Soldado. Sold potato. Sold a potato. Nailed it. I set the pictures down on the table so she can have a look at them. Thank you, Miss Sold a Potato. There you go, Gia. Just have a look at these. Tell us if there's any you recognise, any that stand out to you. Obviously, some of these pictures are quite old, so you're thinking maybe age some of them up in your head, you know, give some of them grey hair, things like that.
Alright, so I guess we'll see what she picked out of her photo array. See if she...
And then we might be about to
Pick
stretch
anybody.
ourselves thin. So, from left to right, you're looking at the Tigger family tree and all of their aliases. So, from father and mother, cousins, aunt, uncles, brothers, sisters, pretty much anybody in that family tree we could find. There's a few of the known Blackjack members, including Josh, whatever his name was, Brolin. No, that's the dude that played Thanos. The name's in my head. He was subpoenaed by the feds. You know. Jake. Was his name Jake? His name might have been Jake. Jake Davis, that was it. Thank you. So actually, I just need you to look at all these pictures and tell me who you recognise and who you don't recognise. Like I said, anybody, those two pictures closest to you and the two pictures over there, the mum and dad and the aunt and uncle are all presumed dead. So you're thinking, much like you. So you're looking to age anywhere from 5 to 12 years. You can do that mentally. Did you recognise Josh Davis? How do you recognise the blonde? Okay, we'll do it one by one. How do you recognise Josh Davis?
I think it was Jake.
Jake. Bollocks. It's because he had his name originally set as Josh, and then somebody told him he was fucking wrong.
Damn.
But how do you know him?
So right now I've got confirmation
Okay,
of
how do you know
about
Lexi?
4 of them, I believe.
The
We'll
blonde.
just try to figure out, obviously, how. We're just trying to figure out how she knows them and where she's seen them before. So.
How do you know Jade? The other female.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I'm sorry. She punched me once too. That makes more sense.
Yeah, yes it does.
And can you just confirm which of the elder gentlemen you pointed at? Mainly so we can get a name, because You did just point out a picture. And not to us, which family member would print it off. And how recently have you seen him? Okay, so you haven't seen him since Grace. Right, we'll escort you out.
Alright.
And then you'll be good to go. Sound good?
So I guess that's all we needed from her.
You most certainly do. Just not the gun, because
Yeah.
it's not yours.
So it's an interesting one. She's been apparently deceased for 5 years. She's got no ID.
You just want to wait outside this door.
Greece don't want her back, so I mean I guess we're leaving her out in.
Prisoner ID number.
Guess we're putting her back out.
And then your belongings that you had. Right. None of it's going to fit, so I'll just pass it to you, and then you can take it out.
Alright.
There you go. Here's that backpack anyway.
Tank. So, here's your backpack. And then here's the knife. I suggest you put it straight in your pocket and don't pull it out anywhere. That works too. So, you won't be
Right,
any
they've got
fire
it for
back,
us.
so. So just walking her out of the station.
There you are.
Well, let's just hope nothing happens.
Nah, she's right. They needed her for something.
Alright, well that's been it for this one. This might be a short episode. I'll obviously find out in editing. But this was just basically an investigation follow-up of what we have been trying to achieve in the past couple of days. There won't be any videos of them out because I was honestly too tired and didn't record any of them. So, yeah. Well, I hope you all enjoyed it. I thank you all for coming on and watching. And until next time, peace out.